879-2274.
Coastal Pines Technical College will hold free application day Thursday, October 19th. The first 400 individuals who apply online or in person between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. will have their admissions fee waived. Enroll online or at the Alma, Baxley, Camden, Golden Isles, Hazelhurst, Jesup, or Waycross campus. Expect more at Coastal Pines Technical College. Free application day Thursday, October 19th. Visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College is an equal opportunity institution.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, Wayne County Chamber of Commerce hosting Georgia 2030 tomorrow. President and CEO for the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, Chris Clark, will be in town on October 10th. The event being presented by Carter Group Real Estate. Luncheon will be held at Coastal Pines Technical College. The buffet line opens at 12 noon, with the program beginning promptly at 12:30. Tickets still available for $25 for members, $35 for non-members. Again, they register early to reserve your seat. Again, Clark will present Wayne County data that shows demographic changes in population that will affect our community's workforce. This 13-year projection will focus on Wayne County to help prepare us for important changes coming our way. For our business community to grow and prosper, we need to implement a strategic for rural prosperity now, according to Wayne County Chamber Executive Director Chrissy Carter. Chris Clark serves on the Board of Directors for Council of State Chambers, sits on the board of the Georgia Allies and the Georgia Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives, also a member of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Council of 100 and the Political Affairs Committee. Again, he says he's been traveling across Georgia sharing what the future of our state will look like as we see dramatic changes over the next 12 years. He says although the bigger cities continue to see substantial economic growth, the rural communities are struggling. He says while a lot of the data he says he will be sharing is shocking and even harsh to accept, he says it's a crucial and important conversation that must take place if we want to keep Georgia the number one state to work, live, and do business. Again, the luncheon held tomorrow at Coastal Pines Technical College. Again, it gets underway at 12 o'clock with the program at 12:30. Again, tickets still available today at the Chamber, $25 for members, $35 for non-members. Chamber also sponsoring the State of the Splost on October 17th. It will be a quarterly membership luncheon on Tuesday, October 17th. SPLOST, Special Local Option Sales Tax, is an optional 1 cent sales tax used to fund capital outlay projects proposed by the county government and participating qualified municipal governments. Education luncheon State of the SPLOST will be held at Sybil's Family Restaurant. The buffet line on that Tuesday on the 17th will open at 11:30. The program will begin at 12 noon. The program is free and open to the public. Meals will be Dutch treat. Again, that's Tuesday, October the 17th. Wayne County Board of Education set to meet tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center for their regular monthly board meeting. On the agenda, the new track project update, graduation rate will be discussed, ROTC update, also superintendent's contract extension on the agenda, Board of Education Student Advisory Council, several board policies and executive session. Again, that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Wayne County Tech Center. Again, the Wayne County Board of Education's monthly meeting. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying. With Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing, know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing. Chevy, find new roads.
6 p.m. Saturday, October 14th, Pastor Scott Hickox and the congregation at Flint Branch Baptist Church invite you to a gospel sing featuring the Street Family. The Street Family, 6 p.m. Saturday, October 14th at Flint Branch Baptist Church. Refreshments will be served. For more information, call 294-6122. Don't miss The Street Family, Saturday, October 14th, 6 p.m. at Flint Branch Baptist Church off Empire Road.
When it comes to working around the house, never underestimate the value of getting it done right the first time. At your local Ace Hardware, our associates are always ready with expert tips on the smartest ways to get the results you're looking for. We'll give you simple, straightforward advice that will help you save time and money.
Your local Ace Hardware store is Harris Ace Hardware, the helpful place. Located on West Cherry Street in Jesup, also in Eulonia and Hinesville. That's Harris Ace Hardware.
Other news, very emotional day Thursday afternoon in the Wayne County Courthouse as Judge Anthony Harrison sentenced 37-year-old Gary Raheem Cobbs to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murders of his wife and mother of his child, Ashley Oliver, and Oliver's friend, Brad Bryant. Both were gunned down by Cobbs in the city streets of Jesup on the morning of November 7, 2016. The state laid out the events that day to Judge Harrison, stating that on the morning Cobbs intentionally went to the home of Ashley Oliver with a gun, got involved in an altercation with Bryant, shot him once, but after Bryant fell to the ground, shot him 2 more times, and then shot his wife, Ashley Oliver, in the back as she ran out the door of the home, left her lying face down in the front yard of the home. Assistant DA John B. Johnson, his argument to Judge Harrison, says it was a result of a domestic violence case which the city police department had the residents on its watch list, as there were over 21 911 calls made by Ashley Oliver that she was in an abusive relationship with the Cobbs and that she and Cobbs had been separated for about 4 months, that Ashley was constantly harassed by Cobb. On the night before her death, Cobbs called Ashley's mother, told her that he was going to kill the entire family. Johnson says the system failed in this case, and the end result is 3 families left with pain and sorrow and loss. And Johnson told Judge Harrison that no one wins, but he says the court system is for justice, and Johnson says the only justice in this case is life without the possibility of parole. Defense attorney Jason Nix asked for the court's wisdom, asked for the possibility of parole, stating to Judge Harrison that his client has remorse, has accepted his responsibility, pled, and did not drag the families into a drawn-out court case, and for that he should be given consideration for parole. Cobbs read a statement before the judge handed down his sentence, and Cobbs apologized to the 3 families, the Olivers, the Bryants, and his own family, the Cobbs family. He read that he came up on something that day that set him off, and he said if he could take it back he would, that he loved his wife and kids, and that he asked for a chance for Judge Harrison to give him life with the possibility of parole. Before the judge handed down sentencing, 21 victim impact statements were read in court from mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, all describing the loss of the loved one, how 8 kids now have no mother or father, as Ashley Oliver had 4 kids, Raheem Cobbs had 4. The 1-year-old they had together was at home the time the mother was shot and killed. So much was said and read into the record, but one statement that stood out was, "We ask you, Judge, with a broken heart that he may never be free, because that's what he took away from us, our freedom to see our family member. We'll never see Ashley or Brad again. For that, the defendant should never be free, and we ask that you give him life without the possibility of parole." Judge Harrison told Cobbs that he watched him while all the impact statements were being read in court, wondered if he had a heart, but after hearing Cobb's own statement, he realized he did have a heart and was remorseful and did enter a plea and did admit his wrongdoing. But Judge Harrison says the brutality of the shooting deaths cannot be ignored. He says you shot Bryant, then shot him twice more as he lay on the ground. Then you shot your wife, the woman of your child, the woman you claim you love, in the back. With your actions, you ruined 3 families, left all of them to live with this selfish and callous act. Therefore, I sentence you to life in prison without the possibility of parole. On the murder charge on count 2, voluntary manslaughter, he sentenced Cobbs to 20 years to run concurrent with count 1, and that in the court proceeding late Thursday afternoon. Again, a very emotional day, very intense day with 3 families present, heavy law enforcement present at the courthouse to maintain order. Judge Harrison warned everyone that he would not tolerate any outbursts from anyone. Once again, the shooting deaths occurred on the morning of November 7, 2016. Gary Raheem Cobbs murdering Ashley Oliver and Brad Bryant, again now sent to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Again, that's the 5th murder suspect and who has been found guilty of murder, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole here in Wayne County. Other court proceedings Thursday, Andy O'Quinn, who struck a plea deal with prosecutors for his role in the death of Richard Trantham, received a 10-year sentence, served 5, but is given credit for time served, has already spent close to 2 years in prison, or in jail. He'll spend 3 years in prison for his guilty plea of conspiracy to commit murder. Trantham testified in both the Rogers trials, as he and Rogers were both arrested and charged with the death of Richard Trantham, which occurred back on March 26, 2016 at Trantham's trailer. Rogers found guilty in a second murder trial, the first ended in a mistrial. Rogers spending the rest of his life in prison without the possibility of parole. O'Quinn was seen at the Caveville store with Rogers. Both went out to the Trantham trailer earlier that day to look over the place and then went back that night of the shooting death of Trantham. Rogers shot Trantham with a high-powered rifle. Assistant DA John B. Johnson told Judge Harrison that part of the plea agreement for O'Quinn was that he testified for the state, and the state says he did that twice. Again, they asked that Judge Harrison go along with the plea agreement. He did. Again, sentenced to 10 years, served 5 in prison for his role in the death of Richard Trantham. One other plea taken Thursday afternoon. Kenneth Wilkerson pled guilty to possession of methamphetamine. The trafficking charge was dropped. He receives 10 years probation. Also pled guilty to possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Was stopped March 15, 2016, arrested and charged with trafficking of methamphetamine, but again pleads guilty to possession of meth. Receives 8 years on the meth charge, 2 years on the firearm possession, 10 years probation in all. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying. With Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing, know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
Let's make some memories by coming on out to the Jesup JC Fair this week, Tuesday through Saturday. Enjoy the fun times at the Jesup JC Fair with Paradise Amusements. There will be more rides this year than ever at the JC Fair. Also enjoy games, contests, entertainment, rides, and great food. Fun for the entire family. Gates open at 6 p.m. each night, Tuesday, October 10th through Saturday the 14th. Admission is just $10 per person and includes all rides. Have a great time all this week at the Jesup JC Fair on Highway 84 East in Jesup.
This is Charles Huffman at Jesup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jesup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans from the nation's top manufacturers like Clayton, Fleetwood, Scott-Built, and Homes of Merit. All of our homes feature modern kitchens and appliances, our 60 and higher insulation values, thermopane windows, and energy-efficient heat pumps. We have two locations to serve you, 2452 Savannah Highway in Jesup and Highway 301 South between I-16 and the bypass in Statesboro. Come see Charles, Faye, or Sheridan today.
Final notes news. Registration open for Wayne County Board of Tourism's inaugural event, the Big Buck Jamboree. Deer hunters can sign up online or at the Tourism Board office in Depot for this new event, which will include a $5,000 payout for the first place winner, with payouts set to include first through fifth places. Hunters can hunt anywhere they have legal permission in Wayne and adjoining counties. Hunting will take place October 21st through the 28th, with the winners announced at an awards banquet set for the November 4th date, 6:30 p.m. at the JC Fairgrounds. Banquet will include a 10-gun raffle as well as a drawing for a $500 hunting package. Banquet tickets and table sponsorships are available for the banquet. Registration $50 per hunter, includes a T-shirt and a banquet ticket. You must pre-register to receive a T-shirt. For more information, check out the Tourism Board website or go to the Jesup Train Depot. Wayne County Board of Tourism's newest event, the Big Buck Jamboree, set for October 21st through the 28th. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Again, they're hosting Girls Night Out every Tuesday and Thursday at the hospital. This week, the 10th and 12th, and the 17th, 19th, 24th, and 26th. Those attending will experience the benefits of undergoing a 3D mammogram at the hospital and the latest breast cancer screening advances. Again, mammograms must be ordered by a doctor. Walk-ins cannot be accepted. Again, the numbers to call, 530-3197, 530-3272, 530-3230. And the city of Jesup having the Pinking of the Fountain this coming Friday to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Again, the 5th annual Pinking of the Fountain takes place Friday, October 13th at 1 p.m. The program will begin inside the Jesup Train Depot's community room with a welcome by the Mayor David Earl Keith. Mrs. Judy Beaver of Wayne County High School and Miss Aylin Martha Joyce of Wayne Memorial will share their testimonies. City Manager Mike Deal will close the program. The Pinking of the Fountain and balloon release will take place after that. Refreshments will be provided. Again, the Pinking of the Fountain in downtown Jesup Friday, October 13th at 1 p.m. The public invited to attend. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.